What's up, guys? So you want to know how to find foreclosures for free. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to find foreclosures for free and what to do after you find these foreclosed homes. Let's get into it. We're not going to waste any time, so let's jump into my computer so we can find some foreclosures. Right now, we're on auction.com, and a link to that is going to be in the description down below, but this is completely free, so this isn't sponsored or anything. So go to auction.com, and you can see already, you can type in a city, state, county, zip code, address, etc. Let's go ahead and go into, let's just say Orlando, Florida. Pops, there we go. Orlando, Florida. And all you have to do to get access to all their features is just create a free account with them. So now it pulled up a bunch of different properties that are foreclosed on, and they have a pending date, meaning they have a pending date to go into the auction. Now, sometimes auction.com will be actually the person that will be holding the auction, so you can just bid straight on their site if you want to buy these foreclosed homes. But let's jump into a property really quick. Let's just do this one, 3808 Ibis Drive. So let's click on it. So I'm going to pull up this property, and you're going to notice a few things here. It's going to tell you the estimated resale value. So whenever you buy this foreclosed home, you are going to be able to resell this property at $372,000. Now, that's obviously just an estimate. You need to do your own due diligence on this by getting a CMA from a real estate agent. CMA stands for Comparable Market Analysis. All that does is going to take a bunch of different properties around the area, the property that you're going to buy, and it's going to compare all the like kind properties, meaning 3-bed, 2-bed, 1,200 square foot like this property is, and it's going to average out all the sales prices in that area. Now, if it comes out to the average sales price being $372,000, you can pretty well guess that this property will sell for $372,000 like auction.com says. And it also gives you a rental estimate. We're going to jump into how to actually find an accurate representation of what you can expect for rents. So we're going to get into that a little bit. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Oh, actually, this auction is actually going to be on auction.com. You can register for an auction right here, and you can see a bunch of different information is like the beds, baths, square footage, the year built, etc. And we can just scroll down here, and you can see that the current bid right now is at $225,000. So that's a $150,000 jump from the resale value of this property. So if you actually bought this property for, let's say, $230,000, well, shoot, you have $145,000 worth of equity right there. That's a really big profit margin, especially if this property doesn't have a lot of repairs in it. Let's click on it. Let's just see if it needs anything just off of face value. Maybe some landscaping. That's about it. And typically with all these foreclosed homes is you're not going to be able to see the inside of it. Now, you can be able to see these pictures, but that's about it. You're not going to be able to see the inside of it. That's the scary part of buying foreclosed homes is you can't see the inside of these properties, so there's a big risk you're going to take. And you're going to be buying these properties all cash. That's another big thing for people is buying properties all cash. And as you can see down here in auction.com, it says cash only. And conventional financing is not accepted for this property, meaning you cannot get a loan for this property. You have to have the cash in the bank whenever you buy this property. Now, there are several different ways you can go about doing this, getting the cash and not having to actually come out of your own hardworking money, but we're not going to get into that in this video. And you can just scroll down here. Now you could see the comparables for this property, and it looks like they did a fairly good job of finding some comparables, meaning they're within a mile radius of your subject property. This is the distance between another property that has been sold compared to the property that is being auctioned right now. Year bill is another one you want to look at. You want to do maybe like a plus 10, plus 15 years, minus 10, minus 15 years to the current property. But these look like they're very, very accurate. And you can see the square footage. This one's crazy. That's not accurate at all. As you can see, the square footage is up here, 1227. But everything else is kind of accurate. You don't want to really do these four bedrooms because going from a 3-bed to 4-bed, it's not that big of a difference in terms of price, but it does make a difference. So you kind of want to eliminate these 4 bedrooms and eliminate this 2,100 square foot house. So you can just scroll down here and you can see a bunch of different things. It's title insurance paid by seller, blah, blah, blah. It's just a bunch of different information on this website. Now, another really cool thing about auction.com is they made an app So you can actually just go on your phone right now and you can see all the foreclosed homes in your area that's going up for auction. So let's hop into my phone right now and I can show you exactly what you're going to look at. And again, all this stuff is for free. So you can just go in here, and if you find a property that you are wanting to bid on, you just make an account, and you basically, here, I'm gonna scroll down here really quick. You can see that the bid increment, meaning you're like, or cash reserves, here we go. The reserve is the minimum price established by the seller before the auction. Meaning you're going to have this money on hand before this property even goes into auction. Now, if a property isn't getting auctioned off on auction.com, there's going to be a link to the county's website of wherever this property is getting auctioned at, and you can go to that website and you can basically look at all the foreclosed homes that are going up for auction. Basically, they're going to have a calendar date and saying, you know, on this date there's going to be so many foreclosed homes that you can purchase. By the way, hit that like button, turn it blue so the YouTube guides can help other people find foreclosures for free. So we're in the auction.com app right now, and as you can see that you all these little houses that pop up, you can click on it, you can see what property it is, and it says opening bid at $100, and that's absolutely crazy. You can bid on this property for $100 and get this property for $100 if no one else buys it from you and if a bank accepts that offer, which probably not, but still, it's an option. All right, sorry about that. Now we're actually logged in, we can see that all the local comparables in this area. So you can go ahead and click on all these properties, and it shows you exactly what these properties are selling for in that area. So you can just see, you can go around clicking. But this is crazy. The estimated resale value is $383,000. If you bought this property for, let's just say, $100,000, you have almost $300,000 worth of equity tied up in that property. And just kind of looking off the outside, depending on how new these pictures are, you know, it looks fairly nice. Like, it doesn't look bad at all. It's just a foreclosed home that might not need a lot of repairs, which is perfect scenario for people, because you buy it, resell it, and then make $300,000. That's nuts in my opinion. But anyways, this is what the app does for you. All you have to do is click on your city up here, and then it pulls up your city. You can see literally all the foreclosed homes in these areas. Redo search, boom. You can see so many foreclosed homes that are going to auction, and you can possibly go and snatch up for a crazy deal. Now, what I wanted to show you is how to actually get an accurate representation of what the rents are in that area. So we're going to hop over here to Rentometer.com. So now that we're in Rentometer.com, we can go back over here to Auction.com, and we can see this property, the 3808 Ibis Drive, the one that we were talking about earlier. All we have to do is just copy this address, and we can put it in the address over here. And I've been using Rentometer.com for I don't know how long. I use this website all the freaking time to find out what the accurate rents are in my area, and a link to Rentometer.com is going to be in the description down below, so go click on that so you can follow along with me. So now that we have this 3808 Ibis Drive, we can click on there. And what was I think the bed bath, yeah, bed bath, 3 bed and 2 bath. Let's just put in 1,000 right here. Just, it's gonna, putting in the rents doesn't necessarily matter, so it's just going to give you an accurate representation of all the rents. Even it doesn't matter what you put in for the rent. So building type, it's a house, from what it looks like anyways. And so we're going to analyze this address. Now it's going to pull up, whoa. So the average rental price for this property, this specific property, and as you can see, it's pulling up a bunch of different properties around that area. But the average is $2,200. Now, if you bought this property, and you can see that the rental estimate over here is $1,600. This is why I want you to go over to Rentometer.com, because Rentometer.com, that's all this does, is it finds rental estimates. It doesn't put things up for auction. It doesn't do a bunch of other things like these websites. So it's specific and it's accurate. So you know, if you bought this property for, let's just say, for example, $100,000. Let's say you bought it for $100,000, and you, if this estimated resale value is correct, $100,000, you're gonna almost have $300,000 worth of equity in the property. And if you bought it for $100,000, your monthly payments are probably going to be $600 a month, roughly, on average. And so then you can see that your rents are going to be $2,200 every single month. That's an amazing cash flow, and you're basically going to make your money back in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Like most of us find properties, and we're not seeing our money back for another 7, 10, 15 years, and you're doing it in 5 because you found this property by using auction.com and then finding the accurate rents for that area using Rentometer.com. This is how you create financial freedom for yourself. Hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notified every single time I upload a new YouTube video. And again, if you appreciate this knowledge, hit that like button. Click on this video that's popping up right now. I really think you'd like it. I picked it out specifically for you. Until the next video, I'm out. See ya.